Stout anxious that they're all out onto the course before he lets them go, but he's happy and they're off and racing. So 28 of them set out. Eleazar and Michael Phillips are the first couple to show. Quantitative Easing is also well to the fore in company with Good Old Time as they rise at the first flight, which they're all over safely. Ring the Boss, who was a little bit indolent in the preliminaries, is the back marker early on as Eleazar leads Michael Phillips' Gold Award Spirit River. Quantitative Easing is quite keen, seeing some daylight on the outside of Good Old Time. They're being tracked through as they take the next flight by City Theatre. There was a mistake by Hampshire Express towards the outside, who left a trailing leg and a mark in that flight of hurdles, as the rest, well grouped, now make a long run before they encounter the third. So Michael Phillips leading at a steady pace from Eleazar. Good Old Time, the inside of Spirit River, Quantitative Easing and Gold Award, who's another who's quite keen towards the outer. Racing Demon from Tullamore Dew towards the inside with James Devassi, the blue cap of City Theatre. Wishful Thinking settled in midfield at this stage with On Raglan Road. Lake Legend coming next with Ballyvoyle, who is towards the inside. Chief Yeoman and Naiad Demislo are also going the inside route. By contrast, Mamluk and Silka Farah towards the outside. Takarok with Sahari Ormshire held up early with Chicago Grey. Also held up is Silver Hand, and towards the rear of the field, Shadow Dancer, as they take flight number 3, at which Hampshire Express, confidence dented by that error at the second, is now the back marker and off the back end by 5 or 6 lengths. So Michael Phillips on another long run before they encounter the fourth, leading by a couple of lengths from Good Old Time, racing on the inside of Eleazar. Gold Award on the outer of Spirit River with Quantitative Easing, Racing Demon, Tullamore Dew and James Devassi, with Wishful Thinking making up the next wave. Just behind these, Naiad Demislo with Chief Yeoman, Takarok with Ballyvoyle in midfield at this stage with On Raglan Road. Silka Fair on the outside of Mamluk. Deutschland is buried away in midfield with Sahari Ormshire. Then we have Silk Hall. Silver Hand still towards the back with Ring the Boss, Chicago Grey, Shadow Dancer. And last of all is Hampshire Express as they take that flight of hurdles. And Hampshire Express, that was one flight too far, one mistake too far for him. His jumping went to pieces early on. The horse gallops away okay. The rider's quick to sit up as out in front, Michael Phillips leads by a length or so from Eleazar in second place. In third on the inside is Good Old Time of Gold Award. Quantitative Easing on the outside of Spirit River with Tullamore Dew up the inside with Naiad Demislo. James Devassi from Racing Demon, then City Theatre just ahead of Lake Legend. Chief Yeoman towards the inside. Andy Town in midfield in company with Deutschland, Sahari Ormshire, Mamluk, Silka Fair out wide on the course. Takarok from Silk Hall still towards the back is Silver Hand, and now last of all is Shadow Dancer as they arrive at the next flight of hurdles. Ring the Boss is the other one who's towards the tail and being ridden along. So Michael Phillips continues to lead. Pleased to say that Paul Townend is up and out of the way at what will be the final flight of hurdles. So it's Michael Phillips who leads from Eleazar. Quantitative Easing's always been on the premises, as has Spirit River and Good Old Time. They're being tracked through by Wishful Thinking, who's getting a little closer, then Racing Demon from City Theatre. Gold Award has lost a bit of ground, has been passed by James Devassi there at the back of the field. Silk Hall is struggling, Ring the Boss is struggling. Ridden along is Sahari Ormshire, and still no move yet from Shadow Dancer, another who's right towards the tail of the field. So now they turn left-handed and climb steadily uphill with Michael Phillips showing the way. Eleazar in second from Good Old Time, Quantitative Easing and Racing Demon. A mistake there on the inside by Good Old Time. Good Old Time lost a lot of ground by that error. Mamluk catching the eye, improving into about 8th or 9th place. Takarok, another who's travelling okay, but still a bit to do to get on terms with the leaders, and Michael Phillips still leads. Quantitative Easing is poised behind the leader with Spirit River. Then behind these Racing Demon. Wishful Thinking travels up okay, so does On Raglan Road, who moves through into 7th or 8th with Andy Town towards the outer. Then comes Mamluk. James Devassi is amongst the leaders with Tullamore Dew. On the wide outside, Silver Hand is another one who's beginning to make good ground from the back of the field. Michael Phillips, Spirit River, Quantitative Easing is now being ridden along. Then Racing Demon. James Devassi travels well just behind the leaders with Wishful Thinking. Then On Raglan Road, Silver Hand continuing to catch the eye towards the outside in the noseband as they turn back towards home. Spirit River coming then down towards this second last flight on the outside of Michael Phillips. Wishful Thinking is a faller, badly hampers Silver Hand, who was improving at the time. So turning back towards the final flight, Spirit River leads from in second place and ridden along towards the inside. Michael Phillips, James Devassi and Tullamore Dew coming there strongly. In 5th place, Quantitative Easing from Naiad Demislo, but it's Spirit River for Barry Geraghty again, who leads down towards the final flight, and now this short run in a good leap
by Spirit River. James Devassi is back on his haunches and uphill for home. It's Spirit River who leads from Tullamore Dew. Then James Devassi and Michael Phillips. A great day for Barry Geraghty. The Coral Cup goes to Spirit River. Beat Tullamore Dew into second. James Devassi was third. In fourth, Michael Phillips ahead of Naya Demislo, Quantitative Easing and Sir Harry Ormshaw.
Well, slight disappointment for owner Michael Buckley and trainer Nicky Henderson with Finian's Rainbow earlier in the day. Ample compensation with festival success here. Spirit River gives Barry Geraghty his second consecutive win at the festival 2010.